Gabe Newell, true rags to riches story. Starting from the bottom as a fast food worker, becomes displeased with the direction of his life, decides to join the army, and takes part in an international effort to stop global warming through sheer force. He decides he is no longer willing to continue taking orders. He embarks the open seas with the hopes of becoming a pirate. He quickly rises to the ranks of pirate king and accumulates a vast amount of fortunes on the open seas. He decides it's time to settle down and promptly co-founds Valve. Though he has found his work at Valve very fulfilling, he decides it can no longer contain his bloodlust. Fueled by years of ridicule and fat jokes, decides to take up his cape and enter the world of Dota to be a hero unlike any other. Gabe Newell is a ganking crowd control character who can dominate from mid or from in the lane. He possesses extremely strong solo abilities as well as extremely versatile team fight abilities. Gabe's first ability is his main source of damage. Gabe's first ability is called Retaliate. Gabe takes all of the pent-up anger from the constant ridicule from the internet about his weight and uses it to fuel an extremely rapid charge towards an opponent. Upon reaching his opponent, he stuns his opponent for a brief period of time and an increasing amount of damage depending on the distance he traveled. However, for every 150 yards traveled, Gabe gains 1 second of the debuff Winded for up to 4 seconds. While winded, Gabe is slowed by up to 25%. Gabe's second skill is called Whisper of Renewal. This is an extremely versatile skill that has 2 uses depending on the situation. However, this skill can only be used within melee range. Upon activation, Gabe will randomly target one enemy within melee range to whisper the phrase Half-Life 3-2. Upon hearing the whisper, the affected player will run towards his nearest ally if there is an ally within 600 yards to spread the word. If he reaches his ally before the debuff is done, the ally will then be affected by the same debuff with half duration and the inability to spread it. If there is no ally within 600 yards, the affected player will then drop his pants and proceed to masturbate furiously. The masturbation will act as a stun. However, if an ally player walks within 600 yards of the act will be broken prematurely and both players will be stunned for 1 second. Gabe Newell's third skill, simply dubbed Throw Hat, allows Gabe to throw a hat up to 600 yards away from him. All enemy players within 300 yards of the hat will begin to fight over the hat. If there is only one player within range of the hat, he will pick up the hat, put the hat onto his head, and gain the debuff Dumbass. Upon gaining the debuff Dumbass, his damage and intelligence is lowered. This is an extremely long-lasting debuff, lasting up to 30 seconds depending on level. However, the hat can be attacked by allied teammates and destroyed to remove the debuff. Gabe's ultimate is an extremely powerful skill. His ultimate, called Beta Access, gives all teammates globally access to the Dota 2 beta. This skill allows all his teammates to have increased run speed as well as damage. Any enemy players within range of Gabe himself when he casts this skill are then thrown into an angry nerd rage, increasing their damage but lowering their accuracy substantially due to tier overload.